welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all happy. I am very happy to have you here with me, and above all, I am super excited to be filming this video for you. So I decided to combine artificial intelligence with style. I asked ChatGPT to curate a capsule closet for me. Now, artificial intelligence is no longer the future, it is very much the present. And ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence-based chatbot that uses something called generative pre-training, so GPT, language models to come up with human-like answers to the text prompts that we give it. So I asked ChatGPT, curate a capsule closet, and it came up with a capsule closet for me. A few notes: I asked for a capsule closet and I asked for a capsule wardrobe, and I got two different answers. I also asked in Portuguese and it was really slow, and I got the feeling it was just translating from an English because it wasn't that perfect. I'm a translator myself, and we're really advanced in terms of machine translation, but it's not quite there yet, thank goodness for me, because I'm not out of a job yet. ChatGPT, however, has its flaws. It can be misleading and sometimes it's wrong because it's being trained by humans, and not all the information it comes up with is reliable. For instance, I have a friend who is a renowned doctor here in Portugal, and he comes from a long family of doctors, and according to ChatGPT, he's dead. No, he's not. He's very much alive. So yes, take it with a pinch of salt, but I did think it would be really funny to see what happened and if I agree with that capsule closet or not. So let's find out if I agree. I'm going to talk about the closet first and then I'll get to the wardrobe. So let's get on with it. So I need to read my notes because I've got good memory, but not that good a memory. And another thing I wanted to tell you is that I didn't specify the season. I wanted to know what it came up with, and both options are pretty much appropriate for all seasons. Having said that, when I asked for a capsule closet, I got this. Certainly. Here is a curated capsule closet consisting of essential and versatile pieces that can create a variety of outfits for different occasions. And it's separated into sections. So we have our basic tops. We have a white t-shirt, yes, agree. A black t-shirt, yes, agree. A Breton striped top, and I'm going to interrupt you here now because I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of the Breton top. I'm pronouncing it French, Breton from, France, Bretagne. And it's a cotton top with sailor-like stripes. In fact, the original had 21 stripes on it because they were the 21 Napoleonic victories. Little piece of information there. It was the French Navy's uniform, created in 1858, if my memory is not mistaken. And then it became an iconic piece because Coco Chanel visited the French coast and decided to incorporate this design into her 1917 nautical collection. And there we have it, she changed the face of women's casual wear forever. The Breton striped top. Then we have the chambray shirt. Agree, I love it. Chambray is not to be confused with denim. Although traditionally it is light blue in color, it is much lighter and has a different weave to denim. So a chambray shirt, yes, I agree. Next we have blouses and shirts. Let's see, a white button-down shirt. Yes. A silk blouse. Yes. A plaid flannel shirt. I'm not sure. It's not on any of my capsule closets, and I have quite a few videos with my essentials or my capsule closets. I'll link them in the descriptions box so you can have a look. And I don't have a flannel shirt or a plaid flannel shirt on them. So what do you think? Do you think that this should be on it? I'd actually love to know your opinion. Let me know what you think about these different closets. So, sweaters. Crew neck sweater in a neutral color. Yes. Cashmere cardigan. Yes. Chunky knit sweater. Yes. As you see, this fits into every season because we've got chunky knit here for winter as well. Jackets and outerwear. A denim jacket. Yes, on all my lists. A leather jacket. Yes, on all my lists. A trench coat. Yes, on all my lists. And a neutral colored blazer. Yes, on all my lists. These are great. Bottoms. Dark wash skinny jeans. I ditch the skinny and leave the dark wash. Black skinny jeans. Maybe I'd leave those as skinny jeans. Tailored trousers. Yes. A-line skirt. An A-line skirt might not suit you, so go for the style of skirt that suits you most. Dresses. Little black dress. Yes. A wrap dress. Yes. A midi dress in a versatile color or print. Yes. Shoes. White sneakers. Yes. Black ankle boots. Yes. Nude pumps. Oh yes. Boy, do they elongate me. Do I love them. Ballet flats. Yes. But I would also have them in a nude shade. Just saying. Accessories. Classic leather belt. Yes. Neutral colored scarf. Yes, but you can also have a print in there somewhere. A statement necklace. Yes. And just a little interruption. This is as statement as I tend to go because I'm quite petite, so they can be quite big on my little frame. But yes, this is a statement necklace for me. A structured handbag, of course. A classic watch, of course. And now we're going on to outerwear. So this is where I find it strange because it talks about a raincoat, but it's already said a trench. And as far as I'm concerned, a trench is for the rain, right? Or am I missing something? So not so sure about that one. And a light parka or jacket. Yes, okay, that I can deal with. Activewear. I think ChatGPT knows I work out a lot, so maybe obviously there are some definitions here because leggings, sports bra, athletics shorts, and workout tank tops. So you have a whole section dedicated to sportswear in this capsule closet. So yes, this capsule closet loves me. And then it gives me this caveat. Remember, these are just suggestions and you can adjust the capsule closet depending on your personal style, climate, and lifestyle. The goal is to have a collection of timeless and versatile pieces that can be mixed and matched to create various effects. I agree with that, but I like that it wrote it. And now that we've got the closet out of the way, let's move on to the wardrobe. The wardrobe is much smaller. I don't know why. It's got 15 items only. Again, don't know why. Some of them are exactly the same as the closet, others aren't, but we're gonna go through them. So, little black dress. And then it actually explains what each item is. So, a classic LBD can be dressed up or down for various events. Agree. White button-down shirt. Again, same as the closet. Versatile and can be paired with jeans, skirts, or layered under sweaters. Agree. Tailored blazer. Agree. Perfect for adding polish to any outfit from casual to formal. I always say that you can pair a blazer with a denim and it will look amazing, and obviously you can wear it for a more formal event or into the office. So yes, absolutely agree 100%. Dark wash jeans. Nothing about the fit here. I like it. So a well-fitted pair of jeans can be dressed up or down easily. Well-fitted. Go for the style that you like best. I'd go for a straight cut, high rise. White t-shirt. A classic white tee goes with everything and can be layered or worn alone. Absolutely. Pencil skirt. Again, it's like the other one had an A-line skirt, this one has a pencil skirt. Go for the skirt that suits you best. That's all I'm saying. So, a timeless piece suitable for both work and dressier occasions. Okay, fair enough, but a pencil skirt might not suit your body shape, so be mindful of that. Trench coat, again, a stylish and functional outerwear option for transitional weather. Completely agree. Cashmere sweater. Oh yes. Soft and cozy, perfect for layering or wearing on its own. You know how much I love cashmere sweaters. Leather jacket. Absolutely. Adds a touch of edginess and can be paired with dresses or jeans. Classic tote bag. A spacious and versatile bag that can accompany you anywhere. Absolutely. Ballet flats. Again. Comfortable and chic, great for everyday wear. Ankle boots. Versatile footwear that can be worn with skirts, jeans, or dresses. And white sneakers. Casual and comfortable, perfect for running errands or a relaxed look. They seem to have lost the pumps in here somewhere, the nude pumps. Number 14, silk scarf. Adds a pop of color and can be worn around the neck, on the bag, or as a handbag, or as a headband. Statement necklace. Again, a versatile accessory that can elevate any outfit. And that was it. This is what ChatGPT came up with when I asked it to curate a capsule closet and a capsule wardrobe. Funnily enough, they're different. There are some similarities, but a wardrobe seems to be more minimalistic and a closet seems to have more things, albeit still minimalistic. Both of them suited for all of the seasons. I tend to prefer my capsule closets to be season appropriate, but that's just me, my personal preference. But yes, these will definitely help you and are a great starting point if you want to come up with a capsule closet. So this is a great way to start. Ask ChatGPT to curate a closet. I would actually love to know if it's going to give you the same answers that it gave me, or if now that some time has gone by, it has had more input fed into it and has come up with a different style of closet. And I'd also love to know if you speak a different language, if by putting a different language, it comes up with different things too. I mean, again, artificial intelligence is the present, it is no longer the future, and I love that we can use it for the sake of style. I hope you enjoyed this video, a bit normal to my usual videos, that you found it entertaining, that you found it useful. Please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications bell. And I'll see you again soon. Please let me know what kind of subject you would like me to ask ChatGPT about.